The final draft, my final draft at least, of this fantasy football season. I entered like a random $20 Yahoo League. I'm going to be loading that up here in a second. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see, exactly, what I'm looking at. So you can get into my mind like a little, being John Malkovich, being the fantasy tyrant, seeing the draft through my eyes, and hearing my voice in your head, especially if you have headphones on, whatever. Anyway, good. Glad to have those here who are here. If you're probably more likely watching this later on, so if you need, draft help in this last week leading up to Thursday, real football starting. This is the last Sunday without real football for the year, so we can celebrate that. Let's drink to that. Got a little Rogue hazelnut nectar here. Good shit. All right. So I'm going to load up the draft. It's going to start here in 5 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the guys that these are guys that I wish I had more of in other leagues. I don't know what's going on with the lighting with this fucking thing. I don't know. This camera's great in a lot of ways, but for some reason it's weird with the lighting. I don't know. It might be the stream itself, the service. I'm not sure. So sorry about that. If you're epileptic, I'm sorry. If you're having a seizure, don't sue me. It's not my fault. Restreams, it's their fault. Anyway, whatever. So I'm going to be sharing my screen here to show you exactly, what I'm doing in this Yahoo League here. I got to load that up real quick. Share this with anyone that you know that's still got some drafts going on. This, might help them, just to see the live draft, to see someone who knows what the fuck they're doing, drafting a team. And I'm going to let you know, my insight as to why I'm picking who I'm picking. Like I said, I'm going to go over the people that I'm going to try to pick people that I don't have in a lot of leagues that I wish I did. Guys I might have to reach for. I'm also going to go over the guys, the 10 players in the first 10 rounds I'm absolutely avoiding. I'm going to talk about that too. All right. So let me load this up here and we'll get into it. I know that it's the last week before football starts. So obviously, a lot of you have already drafted, or a lot of people have already drafted. I don't know. Why would you be watching this if you're not? I'm just kidding. Thank you for your support. If you don't have any drafts left and you're still watching this, I appreciate it. But chances are if you're watching this, it's because you still got some drafts coming up this week. Some of you draft in the last second. Some people draft like after the first game. Some people draft after the first week. It's fucking crazy. I've never done that. It's not something I'd personally recommend. I suppose if somebody really wanted me to do it, I could try it and come up with some strategy for that. But, as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason for it. So I'm going to get into my league here. It's going to draft here in a couple minutes. Oh, jeez. Bear with me. I'm going to share the screen in just a moment. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll send it up there, for everyone to see. We'll answer any questions along the way as well. So let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to get over to the draft here. I don't know where I'm picking at, so I'm about to find out. All right, I'm going to share the screen here. And if I can find a way. Oh, yeah. Oops. And if I can find a way to just keep this little guy here. All right. So I'm kind of small there. I know we're in inception mode. So let's find out where I'm drafting. No, I don't need this shit. Hold on. So I've got the 8th pick. All right. I could roll with that. I'm trying to get the little video so you can. That doesn't really help. You can see me there. I'm trying to figure out where you can see me and the draft at the same time. And I can come back and forth to the chat as well. All right, so the draft is starting, I'm sure. As we all know. What's up, Matt? Drafting 6 out of 8. Hey, 8, whatever, 8 teams. People make fun of that, but it's just as hard to start a lineup every week. So anyway, as usual, Taylor and CMC are going first. So let's go over some of my players here that I want to talk about. First of all, let's let one of the guys that I'm at this spot would be reaching for, or I don't know if I'm not going to get Austin Eckler, but that's a great pick at the 3rd pick there. So anyway, this guy is he's fantasy PPR monster, average 17 points a standard, but 21.5 PPR points. All right, the guy's durable. He's been healthy for 16 games in 3 out of 5 seasons. He's only missed 8 games due to injury in 5 years. That's pretty damn good, especially for someone who's being utilized as much as he is. 20 total touchdowns. So let's go with who do I got next on my list here? Dalvin Cook just went. I like him. I like him a lot. But another guy that I really want more of, and I'm going to pick him right now, is Jamar Chase. All right? I love Jamar Chase. Some people might think that's a little bit of a reach for him. I think that he could be the number 1 wide receiver. Great pick for like a late in the round, like 8, 9, 10. It's a good pick around that area. So I'm pretty happy with it myself. Let's go back to Eckler for a second, though. I think that the offense is going to be awesome. So Eck's going to feast. He's going to get a lot of opportunities. Of course, running the ball and, of course, passes out of the backfield. Now I'm coming back up on someone now. A guy I want to avoid. See, I was afraid this was going to go too fast. A guy I want to avoid, though, in the first round is Najee Harris. I have a second to talk here. He's talented, but I don't like him. He's here in the second round. I'm still not about him at this point. I have someone else that I want to go after. It's a clusterfucking QB that's going to mess up the offense there. Mitch or bitch. That's the new Wentz or Wentz, or the heinous or famous Jameis. I might be doing that this year. Mitch or bitch. It's gonna be bitch a lot of the time. The O-line sucks dog nuts. Was bad last year. I'm avoiding Najee Harris. He's just a volume guy. 3.9 yards per carry. I think I could do better than that. And the guy that I'm going to be picking in this round is Alvin Kamara. I'm going to tell you why, too. All right. Dude is 4th in points per game. 4th in points per game last season, fantasy points per game. So why the fuck is he going as the RB9? It makes no sense at all. All right. When Winston's healthy, we got Winston healthy. You got Michael Thomas healthy. He's back in the mix, I guess. They've got the better offense. This dude is a top 5 running back, and I'm getting him in the second round. I'll take him. Alvin Kamara. Another guy that I liked there would have been Saquon Barkley. If Alvin Kamara wasn't there, I would have probably gone Barkley. He's high risk, high reward. But if he's back, watch out. All right. This dude's, running back 1, could be, a top 5 running back. It's possible. Especially, if others get injured, he stays healthy. It could totally happen. So I really like Saquon Barkley here, too. If you don't get Kamara, in the second round, I like Barkley. So, if you're going a robust running back, you could do worse than going like Cook, Kamara, if Cook falls to you. So if you got a late pick, Cook and Kamara would be a good back-to-back there. So you see Saquon Barkley went after Harris, went after Swift. And, I think whoever this dude is, Watson's Wonders. I wonder if he's going to pick Deshaun Watson like at the end. Watson's Wonders, huh? I want to know what Watson's wondering about, yeah. But anyway, Saquon Barkley. I think is a good, that fell to him pretty late. I think that's a good pickup there. So now we're heading into the third round. But before I go, I want to talk about, Diggs. I think Diggs is a good wide receiver option. He's going to, fall sometimes to the second round. A lot of times. If you're picking, in the back to back in the 10th spot and then the first spot in the second round, he might be a good guy to go with there. He's going to be open. You got Gabe Davis, you got McKenzie, Knox, and Crowder now, taking some attention away from him. I think he's going to rekindle that bromance with Josh Allen. Person I'm avoiding in the second round, player I'm avoiding is Nick Chubb. This dude had 6 games of under 10 fantasy points. All right. I don't like that. Weak O-line. It's going to be even worse this year. All right. Hunt steals the third downs. They re-signed Dearness Johnson. What the hell? That's going to cut into him. I mean, that's they like that kid. I think that he's going to get some playing time. The offense is worse. Brissett is trash. The team's basically going to suck. So I don't like Chubb this season. He's a volume guy. So a volume guy plus no volume equals a disaster. He's just he's going to get less touches. And I'm not into him. In round 3, the guy that I want, and he's still there, is A.J. Brown. I love him. I got Jamar Chase, so I'm not going to go after T. Higgins, who's another guy that I really like. And I can talk about him as well. But I really like – hold on. What do I have? Oh, yeah, I have T. Higgins going too, and I've seen him been going in the 4th round for whatever reason. But anyway, A.J. Brown's someone that I like. I would like to go with him here. Pittman, I really, really like. He's just someone you're gonna go. If he's there, it's hard not to go after him. Someone just picked up A.J. Brown. He's already building rapport with Hurts. He's been being peppered with targets in preseason, at training camp. He's not going to be double teamed. They got Devontae Smith, they got Dallas Goedert. I think A.J. Brown could be a really good pick up this year. So I'm looking at who's there. Who do I want more of? Yeah, it's tough. With A.J. Brown going, Keenan Allen is someone I like too, but I can actually wait for him. So I think in this case, looking at what I got, I want more of Michael Pittman. Let's go with it. I got Chase and Pittman. I think that's a good starting 2 wide receivers. I could have gone Javonte Williams there, but with Melvin Gordon still there, he'd have to get injured for Williams to really, really blossom. And as you can see, he went right after him. I think it's going to be next year. He's going to be a huge, huge guy. This guy's he's going to be big too. A big, running back too. I could have gone with him there, but I do have a few shares of him. And what I'm trying to do is go with shares. Go with guys I don't really have a lot of shares of. So if Keenan Allen's still there, I'm picking him up. Another guy that I really like here a lot is Travis Etienne, just because I fucking love Travis Etienne. But as a wide receiver 3, I don't mind going with Allen here. But we have to be smart. We got to be smart because, I'm going to need another running back as well. We're going to run low on some of these top, running backs. I'm seeing who we got left. Keenan Allen, I really, really like. I think he's still going to be the number 1 guy target there for Herbert. I think Mike Williams was a fluke. Palmer's going to get in, but, Keenan Allen, if he stays healthy, he's this is his last season that you're really going to love him. But I got to go with Travis Etienne here. I just love Travis Etienne so much. I do have a lot of him, but he's another guy like I said, guys I want more shares of. Yeah, and I want tons of shares of this guy as an RB2 because he's really an RB1. So I think that's a good pickup there. Like I said, Keenan Allen would have been good too. So anyway, Eli Mitchell's interesting. He's been going up the draft boards, and I don't mind it. I think it's fine. But there's definitely some guys I like ahead of him. Some guys that I like. Another guy that I like in this round is Leonard Fournette. He's finally been on a good team. He was a top 10 running back last year. In fact, he was a top 5 running back last season. I'm sorry. He had his best season in PPR, and he got top 5. This dude would have been a steal. Where did he go? Actually, where did Fournette go in the? Yeah, he went in the second round. Anyway, I'm like a whole fucking round behind. Sorry, it's hard to do. Like this is going like a lot faster than what my notes say here. A guy that I'm avoiding, of course, is Zeke Elliott. Did he get taken yet? Yeah, he's already been taken. But like I said, I'm a round behind in the third round. I'm avoiding him. Just not a fan. Just not. I'm not a fan of the O-line is worse with Tyron Smith gone. That's gonna really hurt him. I don't think it's gonna hurt like CeeDee Lamb so much because they're still gonna be throwing a lot because they're going to need to. Dak Prescott will still be fine, but Zeke Elliott I have to avoid. He's been his points per game have gone down every fucking season. So and Tony Pollard, much better value where he's going. I actually like Tony Pollard. Yeah, another guy I like. Let's see, it's still here in the 4th round is Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry. He's actually, believe it or not, with his best running back yet, right? If you're going robust running back, you pick running back 3 times, in the first 3 rounds, and you get Terry McLaurin in the 4th round, that's a possible wide receiver 1. I mean, he's on the cusp, I think. I think at least he could be. Carson's cavalcade of crap sucks ass, but it's still better than any other QB that he's played with. DC sucks in general, and they're going to need to throw a lot. Robinson's down. Hopefully he gets well soon. Gibson is, flaming vomit. So, they're going to be kind of one-dimensional, but at the same time, they've got enough targets in there with going to Samuel, to Logan Thomas, who's healthy, at least for the first week or 2. Jahan Dotson getting in the mix there, possibly. J.D. McKissick, of course, down 3rd downs. I think Terry McLaurin could be scary as a sleeper. Hey, see what I did there? Anyway, yeah, I know that was kind of lame, but that's where I went. Damien Pierce just went. Obviously, he's a guy I really like a lot. I think he's going too high now. I think that. Well, I won't say he's going too high so much. I think he'll be an RB2, but he's going high enough to where he's not a value anymore. He just a few days ago, I thought it was huge. He was going in the 7th round. Now he's going in the 5th round. Damn. I love him. Can't get enough of him, but you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on him. Anyway, so Terry McLaurin, he's going to be open a lot. And sometimes, believe it or not, Carson Wentz can actually hit the broadside of the barn. So, that might be good for him. He had his worst season last season, but he's got a better QB. We back up to wide receiver 2 with upside, just like he was in 2020. But he went. He went already. So I'm not going to get him, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, people are drafting. People are getting smarter with this shit here. A guy that I'm avoiding, though, in this round is Deontay Johnson. Yeah, for the same reasons, basically, as Najee Harris. Mitch the bitch. They've got a worse O-line, worse offense. They're going to throw a lot, yeah, but they got a lot of options to throw to, like Claypool and Muth. Pickens getting in there, Najee Harris getting in there, McNichols, they got him coming in. That's another reason I don't like Najee Harris. McNichols coming in, taking away 3rd down, taking away passing downs from him. It's not going to be good. So let's go down the list here. Cortland Sutton's already gone. People are catching on to that. He's building a big rapport with Russ. He's outplayed, and outside Judy, he's got no Tim Patrick to contend with. So anyway, let's see what we got here. Brandon Cooks is there. That's a guy like Gabe Davis. I really like him. You know what? Chase Edmonds is there, my baby boy. I like him too. I really like him. But A.J. Dillon, huh? Oh, man. I want so much of A.J. Dillon. I want so much of A.J. Dillon this year. To be honest. Yeah. So I'm going that route. I want a ton of this guy. Gabe Davis, hopefully he'll come back to me. I like him. But I could go with him or Brandon Cooks and be happy either way. And I'll be talking about Cooks here in a second, as well as Gabe. It's all over the place. I was trying to base this off of ADP, but this particular draft's all over the place, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. It's hard to predict that, of course. My turn's up next. Gabe's still there. If he's there, I want him. I'm taking him as my wide receiver 3. You damn right I am. Let's do it. Let's draft us some Gabe Davis. Now, people might think that's so many people are going so high on Gabe Davis this year. And yeah, maybe. But, we've seen what he can do when he gets a chance. I feel like, I know that Diggs is going to have a better year this year than he did last year. He's going to get his. I think Gabe Davis gets a lion's share of what Sanders and Beasley are giving up by leaving. I think Davis gets most of that. I think McKenzie gets a bit of that. But I wanted some Gabe Davis. I fell in love with him last couple years. I've been talking about him and McKenzie. But I actually have no other shares of Gabe Davis because he's been going so high. So I did reach on him a little bit here, but I do like him as well. All right, so let's go over who I'm avoiding. I'm avoiding Mike Williams this round. I think he's already won a while back, but didn't he? I think so. Anyway, I'm just not a big fan of I like Keenan Allen there better. I think Josh Palmer's going to take away from him. I think he was a bit of a fluke in the early part of the season. He dropped off a little bit later in the season, kind of was up and down a little bit, but honestly, he's a deep ball threat, but it's just not consistent enough. I mean, he's not bad, but at the same time, I'm off of him. I'm totally off of him. Lamar Jackson is somebody that I really like this year too. He's durable for mobile QB, averages nearly 23 points a game in the last 3 seasons. His touchdowns went down tremendously last season, but it's not. I think he's going to regress the mean here this season from 16 touchdowns to about 26 to 30 this season. I bet he gets. Brandon Cooks is gone. I like him too. He just went. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about. I mean, I was up on him last year when everyone was down on him. Everyone thought it was crazy. He was like, "Dude, the Texans are gonna suck." I'm like, exactly. That's exactly why I like Brandon Cooks, because Cooks is a good player. He's gonna get his, and guess what? He did. So there you go. Round 6 guy I like is Allen Robinson. This is by far the best quarterback he's played with. Look at what Stafford did for Cooper Kupp, for Christ's sake, Jesus. All right, I can see a resurgence happening with Allen Robinson here. So that's, he's gone. I mean, people, like I said, people are getting onto this. Jalen Waddle has dropped so far. I have him in a bunch of leagues because so many people are down on him. It's like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's kind of bullshit. But one guy that I really want a lot of is Rashad Bateman. I've already got a lot of them, but I still want a lot more. Probably not going to get him with this next pick here. I almost could have taken him ahead of Gabe Davis, but like I said, I'm ready to. I'm willing to reach on some people for this draft. That I don't have a lot of, that I want a lot of, and I wanted to make sure to get Gabe Davis in this one. And as a wide receiver 3, I'm perfectly happy with that, even if I miss out on Rashad Bateman, and it looks like I will. I'd be surprised if I didn't. 5 picks till I'm there. He's saying, $2 from the top. No way he's still there. I will if Joe Burrow's there in the 7th round, I kind of like him there. That's sort of where I like him anyway. And I'll take him for the stack if he's there. Unless, of course, Rashad Bateman is somehow still there. Then I'm going that route. But Joe Burrow, I don't necessarily need a bunch of them, but, I'll take it. I think I think he started off earlier in the draft season. He started off a lot higher than he probably should. But I think people have sort of, figured out that they were too high on him. Holy shit. This person might snipe me with Rashad Bateman. Watch. If he's still fucking there, I'm going to jump for joy. Speaking of which, Burrow just win. Oh shit, Rashad Bateman's there. I'm hopping on that shit. I fucking love this guy. Another guy I want tons of. And if you've got Lamar Jackson, and then you can say you get him in the 5th round, and you can come back in the 6th round and get Rashad Bateman. That might be a little bit of a reach, but I'm doing it. Okay, with no Marquise Hollywood Brown. Okay, so I'm lighting up a joint, but with no Hollywood Brown, Rashad Bateman's going to be the guy. I got a couple more picks, up to my turn. My turn is actually next now. So I'm going to pick, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys for a second. I'm just going to go down my list. And the next guy that I don't have enough of, that I really want a lot of, I'm going to wait on QB. No, I'm not. I'm fucking reaching for Trey goddamn Lance. Yeah, you heard me. Trey fucking Lance. Yeah. Now here's the thing about Trey Lance though. He could be a boom or bust, which means I am going to be taking a second QB later on. Hopefully there's nobody that I'm drafting with here that's watching this shit. Because I'm going to be going after Kirk Cousins later. So, that's the strategy on that. You gotta reach a little bit for that second QB. Here, hold on, let me go back, see if there's any chats going on. Give me a second here. Boo, 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 boo. Stop sharing for a second. Hey, what's up, everyone? Let's see. Nope, no chats. Good. Yeah, entire screen. Let's go back. So yeah, I assume there's gonna be a lot of you probably watching this. Like I said, after I'm gonna be putting this out there for a lot of people, because there are a lot of people that do still draft. Pretty late in. Like I said, they'll have some drafts going, last second ones later this week. Trey Lance, when he did play, he actually showed us that from a fantasy perspective, kind of like Jalen Hurts a little bit. I have him as somebody who could be this season. He could be this year's Jalen Hurts. That is kind of my prediction. A lot of people are like, oh no, he's calling Kaepernick. He ain't fucking calling goddamn Kaepernick, all right? I'm a 49ers fan, and I'll tell you right now, he ain't calling Kaepernick. If I move this over, you can see me like, hey, what's up, everyone? It's a little picture of me, but, there we go. I haven't figured out how to do the picture-in-picture thing yet. Maybe I'll figure that out next time. Who knows? But anyway, I'm liking what I got here so far. I hope somehow Ayuk drops to me, and I can get that stack. That would be great. But like I said, I'm taking Kirk Cousins later on. just in case something happens to Lance or, whatever. The 49ers kept Jimmy G. So, that's a threat to him. But Brandon Ayuk has a connection with Trey Lance, and that's why I like him a lot this season. I was up on Debo last season, down on Ayuk, the opposite of everyone else. And this season, I'm just the other way around, kind of. I do like Debo a lot, but I do like Ayuk a lot this year. We got DeAndre Swift's season here. I'm going to come back to this shit. Stop sharing for a minute. What up? Got a question here. Just sent a trade, including Mike Williams and J.K. Dobbins for Zeke and Lazard. Full PPR. Do I accept? I have Fournette and Akers too, but I also have Diggs and Judy. I like that. I like Mike Williams over Lazard. And honestly, this season, I think that J.K. Dobbins, it's a little bit of a risk, but you've got Fournette right there. You've got Akers, who's also a risk. So you're taking risks, The ladies love that. So, go for it. I like that. I like that. Take that trade. Definitely. I sound like the fucking Rayman. Definitely take that trade. Take the trade. Gotta watch Wapner. 40 minutes to Wapner. Anyway, damn. Dating myself there. So, anyway, back to the draft. Oh, yeah, I should share that. So, hold on. Let me see if I can do picture-in-picture. I don't think I can, but we'll try. Whoa. It's all matrixy. Yeah, I didn't think I could. Oh, well, you don't have to see my ugly mug anyway. Fuck it. Back to the grind here. So Ayuk is still available. And if he's still there, I'm definitely taking him. Like I said, definitely taking him. Definitely. I'm doing all kinds of weird shit. What the hell's going on? I just turned into the fucking Rain Man right before your eyes. Dustin Hoffman. See, I know my shit. Another guy that I would like here, though, is Hunter Renfrow. This guy was a top 10 wide receiver last season, and I can get him in the 9th round. So if I don't get Ayuk, I'm getting Renfrow. That's kind of where I'm going. Guys that I'm avoiding in these rounds here in the 9th round, Antonio Gibson, I'm definitely avoiding him. We all know why. The dude's been garbage. He just hasn't produced. And in the offseason, in the preseason, he's been fumbling and stumbling. And Brian Robinson is going to come back soon. At least, he's going to be out 4 weeks. But he'll be back. He'll be back soon. Maybe it won't be 4 weeks, but he'll be back soon after. So Renfrow went, which makes sense. So I'm picking up Brandon Ayuk to get that stack there. And right, speaking of stacks, I'm stacked at wide receiver. So I'm going to have to turn over to running back. I also, tight end. I've kind of screwed the pooch on that. I like TJ Hawkinson, but he just didn't fall to me. But there's one guy I'm looking at coming up here soon, and that's Mr. Cole Kmet. Now, hopefully I can get him. If I can get him and Cousins in the next round, I'm doing good. But who am I going to reach up for here? I need a running back. I'm not going after Singletary. I ain't going for Sanders. I'm avoiding Melvin Gordon. Man. I don't need any more wide receivers. There's all these QBs here. But you know what? A lot of people are down on Michael Carter. I think it's going to be a committee there. I don't know. I think I'm going to reach for my tight end. And I'm going Cole Kmet. That way, I know I've got him. this guy has a huge rapport with Justin Fields. This guy's going as the tight end. Like the best I've seen him go is tight end 12 in a lot of leagues. I think that this guy's a top 10 tight end this season. I think he breaks into the top 10. I like him where I got him. I'm happy with having him in the 10th round. Yeah, I'll take him there. Love me some Cole Kmet for sure. Like I said, I'm avoiding Melvin Gordon. I'm avoiding Rashad Penny. I just like Kenneth Walker a little bit later, where he's going. I like where he's going a lot better than I like. What was I saying? Then I like Rashad Penny. Sorry. So that's pretty much covers all of that as far as the first 10 rounds go and the 10 guys that I'm wanting to avoid. I think I got everybody on there. The draft itself went by so quickly. It's hard. I'm going to come back here for a second and talk to you guys. Hold on. So Kirk Cousins is still there. That's good. But I need some backup running backs now. I took A.J. Dillon, so I'm good as a third running back. That's a really good option. So I'm having to wait on the rest of the running backs. Getting my that's pretty much how you got to do these drafts. You got to get the guys where it makes sense to get them. There's times when there's like a running back lull. Right now we're kind of in a running back lull. A little bit later on, one guy I'm targeting is Kenneth Walker. He is going to take some time. But as riding my bench as my fourth running back, I don't mind taking him right there. He's someone, that I would want a little bit more of. I don't have any of him. I like a little bit of him, just a taste, just a little bit of a taste. Just a tiny taste. A little Fear and Loathing Las Vegas there for you guys. Shit's going fast now. Christian Kirk just went by. That's a really good pick. He's going to be the top target for Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. That team's going to need to throw a lot. I like ETN. I picked him up because I love him. But, yeah, I mean, truth be told, he's not going to be able to carry it all by himself. He's going to need some help. That help's going to come in the form of wide receiver, and it's going to come in the form of Christian Kirk. Just you watch. He's another guy going late that I really like that I wish I've got a little bit of him, but just not enough of him. I think he's going to be a really, really good guy I like. Devontae Smith, I think he's going to be sneaky good. But I need help at other spots. Another guy that I want more of, that in fact I have zero of, is James Cook. All right. Because this guy, if something happens to Singletary, boom, you got a RB2 right there, possibly. But this dude also catches passes. So, he could be playing that role that Isaiah McKenzie was playing last season. So we can get a little bit of that. I don't have enough of them, but I'm not trying to reach for him. But where he's falling right now, it's not a bad pickup, because if something goes wrong, boom, there you go. Michael Carter, like I said, this is another guy that I want because he's good on his own right. And I just don't think that, Breece Hall is going to take over. I think they're going to do it. It's going to be a bit of a committee, and getting Michael Carter this late, as talented as he is, let's say Breece Hall takes over and then they trade Carter to somewhere where he's needed. Boom. All of a sudden you've got, he's running at least as an RB2 or a flex, and getting him as my fourth running back. I don't mind that at all. So a few more picks to my turn if they're available. I want to go Carter. And I want to go Cousins. That's my strategy there. I'm gonna pop back here just for a moment. Oh wait, no, it's 2 picks to my turn. My turn is next. So we're gonna do that. If Russell Wilson was still available here, yeah, I would have gone for him. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's pick up Michael Carter first off. There we go. As my fourth running back, yeah, I'm perfectly okay with that. I got a lot of 14s, week 14 guys, unfortunately. Oh well. Maybe I'll just lose that week and win the rest of them. See, a lot of people are really up on they're all about the bye weeks. I don't think it's as important as people like to emphasize. I think if I'm really trying to decide between two guys and it's they're both equally good to me, it might be a deciding factor, but other than that, I don't care that much about it. It's not that big a deal. So Kirk Cousins, this is my Trey Lance insurance. I'm taking him right now. So what that means is I want to get a running back with the next one. I want to pick up Kenneth Walker if he's still there. If he's not, Khalil Herbert's not a bad choice. Rashad White possibly, could be something good. But, I already have Gabe Davis, so, I could look at McKenzie. I could look at someone like Nico Collins. But I think, Kenneth Gainwell I can get later. And, yeah, I'm not picking a kicker. I will pick a defense, but I'm not going to pick a kicker. Just because, I can pick one up later. I can trade somebody off or, put someone on the IR, if they get hurt or something like that. Drop someone if I need to. I'd rather do that than, pick up a kicker and miss out on somebody. So, that's that's the strategy that I use. You pick up a defense, but you don't pick up a kicker. Now, in some leagues, I haven't even picked up a defense because there's too much goodness there. And then I'm looking at this here. There's going to be a lot. Still a lot left on the table. Nico Collins, Kenneth Gainwell, Irv Smith. I mean, that's considerable. He's got a week 7 bye week. I've got Kirk Cousins. I might be going after Irv Smith here, or not here, but with a later pick. We got 3 picks left. Yeah, I might go. If Kenneth Walker's still there, I'm going to go Kenneth Walker. I'm going to go with my defense, and I want to look at that in a minute. Well, actually, let's look at it right now. What do we got in defense here? We got plenty of time. 8 picks. Team defenses. Denver's there. I like them a lot. I like their first couple weeks. I like Indianapolis. And if I miss out on them, I may as well wait because I like Tennessee. If you're streaming defenses, Tennessee is a sneaky good one. They faced the Giants in week 1. That's all I need to say. Anyway, let's take a look at what we got here. 6 picks left. James Cook is still there. That's tempting. I just think that Kenneth Walker has a better chance of starting and getting more points in there than James Cook. I think that Rashad Penny's made of glass. Kenneth Walker's got talent. He's a little injured now, but by the time he's healthy, Penny will go out. Kenneth Walker will take over. The guy's talented. Could be sneaky. I like him here. I really do. I like him, and then I'm going to go Irv Smith after that. I usually don't go backup tight end, backup QB. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing. But in this situation, having the insurance for Lance being Kirk Cousins and having a second tight end because I went pretty late on tight end. So, if Komet somehow doesn't work out in some way, I think Irv Smith will. Plus, there's trade bait there. There's just so many things that I can do, with these players. I don't mind doing it. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking Kenneth Walker as long as he's available here in the next 4 picks. Freiermuth is another guy I really like, but I've got a lot of him already. I don't have a lot of Irv Smith, and I don't have a lot of Komet, and I want to get more of those guys. I don't have any Kenneth Walker, so I want to get him. Like I said, a lot of what this draft is me drafting guys that I don't have a lot of that I wish I had more of. So, defenses, I don't have Denver's defense. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to take defense at the very end. Actually, I can wait on Irv Smith. So because no one's going to take him right now. So I'm going to go Kenneth Walker, and then I'm going to go with my defense. So you just gotta figure this shit out on the fly sometimes. Anyway, let me go back real quick. Oh wait, it's 3 picks to my turn. I'll wait until I pick, and then I'm going to come back just before my last pick and talk to you guys, answer any questions you might have. Thank you for tuning into the show. I wish I had a little picture of me down here. I can't figure out how to do that yet. I'll figure it out. I'm on a new streaming service. It's not really great. It's not very intuitive, honestly. I've had to figure some shit out. And when I have figured it out, I'm like, really? That's where that is? That's fucking crazy. Jesus. Anyway, Kenneth Walker, you're all mine, buddy. Let's do it. That goes Walker. I like Denver. I think I'm going to take them here. I don't have any of Denver's shares, so I like them here. As long as they're still here, I like them. Most of my leagues, like I said, I'm streaming, so I'm going with the Titans because I waited till last round, and Denver and Indianapolis were gone. I like these guys. I like these two teams because they're sneaky. I think they're going to be a lot better than people think they are. For defense, they've got great week 1, week 2 matchups. Indianapolis has great matchups all around because they're the weakest league maybe we've ever fucking seen. I don't know. There was the one year where the NFC West fucking sucked donkey balls. But anyway, there we go. Broncos. The Broncos are my defense there. I'm happy with that. I got one more pick. And I ain't picking a kicker. I'm going with Irv Smith. I think he's going to be there. So how's that going to shake out? Well, Kenneth Walker might start the first game on the bench, injured. So there you go. I put him in the injured reserve, pick up a kicker. The rest is history. Let's go back. Look at you guys real quick here. Boop, off. Hey, what's happening? All right, what do we got here? DeAndre Swift season. Subscribe. Hey, thanks. I'm trying to figure out if I know you or something. But anyway, I appreciate it. Pick 2 to start. Hollywood Brown, AJ. I'm already getting sit-start questions. Jesus, Reese. No, totally. Thank you. First one of the season. Pick 2 to start this week. Hollywood Brown. AJ Brown, Cortland Sutton. Now I'm going to be doing some start-sit shit, later on next week with the real games begin. But let's do a little preview here. If I'm going to start these guys, I'm going to go with AJ Brown and Cortland Sutton. AJ Brown just because he's the best of those three. He's the best wide receiver, and he's got, I think, the best situation right now just because he doesn't have, he's got enough competition to where it's going to take targets away from him, but it's not so much to where it's going to take, it's going to take defenders away from him, but not targets. So I like A.J. Brown there. I like Cortland Sutton because he's been connecting really well with Russell Wilson. Denver, they're going to run a lot, but I think Sutton's going to get his. I think it's going to be close. Hollywood Brown's really hit or miss. When your first week, I think you want to fare on the side of caution. Go with the more solid play rather than the high upside play. So I think, just barely I like Cortland Sutton over Hollywood Brown this week. I'm going to be looking more into it, doing some, some more crunching some numbers and things like that. So I'll give you a better answer later in the week. But right now I'm saying A.J. Brown, Cortland Sutton. Stay tuned though, because I'm gonna have some sit and start advice later on in the week. All right, thanks. So let's get back over here. Let's see what we got. All right, 4 picks until my turn. Irv Smith is still there. I'm fine with that. Like I said, I don't normally take 2 tight ends. I really don't, but in this case I am. because these are two tight ends that I have none of that I've been wanting all season. And I'm like, fuck, I'll get them both in one goddamn draft. But then it gives me, some room to work with. I can trade after the first week. If both guys fucking blow up, I can trade one of them. There's a lot that I can do here. So I'm happy with it. So I'm just waiting to for it to be, finalized, and then I'll end the video. Oh, wait, Josh Palmer's there too. But see, that's the thing is there's a lot of guys I like, but look where they're at. No one's going to pick them up. I can pick them up off the waiver wire, throughout the week if I decide to. No sense in drafting them right away. So I'm going to go Irv Smith. Love it. There we go. Boom. Got it. All right. So there you go. There's the team. Trey Lance at the helm. I got Kirk Cousins as insurance there. I got Trey Lance and Brandon Ayuk. I got a possible stack. If Ayuk kills it, he moves up the charts. I got Cousins. I got Irv Smith. That's not bad. Like I said, I could do some trades there as well. Chase is my top wide receiver. Pittman is my 2. In my third wide receiver off the board, I got Davis, I got Bateman. I mean, these are some guys who could end up being wide receiver 2s or 3s a lot of weeks, even 1s in some week. I think Bateman could be sneaky moving up into wide receiver 1 territory. It's possible. Some weeks, not consistently, but I think some weeks he could be. Alvin Kamara, like I said, I wanted more of him. I wanted some of him. I didn't have any of him. I was worried about some things like Michael Thomas, but he's back and Winston's gonna be healthy. The more I look at it, even when things weren't great, Kamara was still doing fine. Travis Etienne, this guy's a steal. I'm not worried about him, his injury or anything like that. You can get James Robinson as a handcuff. That I didn't do that in this time because I pretty much handcuffed my QB. I didn't want to handcuff everyone. And ruin my depth. I think having AJ Dillon as my 3rd running back and Carter as my 4th, I think that's some good running back depth, especially since I didn't go running back heavy so much. But I think all in all, that's a pretty damn solid team. Denver, I've got some lottery tickets there and Walker. And I guess you could say the same thing about Lance, possibly. High risk, high reward. So anyway. Pretty good draft all around, I think, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions or anything like that, of course, put them there in the comments. I'll answer as many as I can. Otherwise, stay tuned. Next week, I've got another show coming where I'm going to be going over. I'll be putting out my final draft rankings tomorrow. So I'm gonna have that up tomorrow on the Fantasy Kingdom page, as well as my Facebook page, and pretty much every fantasy football Facebook page there is. I'm going to put it up on Twitter, okay, where I'm, at fantasy_tyrant, I think. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Good luck on all your drafts. If you want help, if you want one-on-one advice on the drafts, go ahead and click that Patreon link down there in the description and sign up with me. And I'll help you. There's this guy, Joey Cabarone. I don't know. I'm sorry, Joey. I'm messing up your name. I don't remember your last name. It's Cabarone or something like that. Some cool fucking last name, and I don't even remember. Anyway, Joey. This dude I helped through. I helped him through his fucking draft. Like I helped, draft. He's like, all right, I'm up. Here's who's left. What do I do? Because he pays. It's $5 a month. Big fucking whoop, right? Less than a cost of a fucking large or whatever venti or whatever the fuck coffee at Starbucks. A month, that's it, and you get fantasy advice. I'll help you through your draft. Anyway, click on that link there in the description. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned a little bit from this draft about my process, how I like to do things, and maybe you can incorporate some of that in the way that you do things in your draft this year. All right? Hey. Love you all. I'm going to see you really soon. Like I said, I've got my final rankings for each position and overall coming out tomorrow. All right. And then later on in the week, I'm not sure exactly when, I will be doing my first rankings, my first benches and bumps, my weekly rankings. First benches and bumps coming, I think next Saturday. So I'll be doing also a show this Thursday. All right. I'll be doing it an hour and a half before the game starts this Thursday. I'll be going over the fantasy players, I like and dislike that are playing in the game. All right. So there you go. Until then, I'm out. Peace.